everyone, John Panio here with another video. So, I just finished playing Street Fighter, The Duel, and I have a better understanding about this game, and we're going to quickly debunk this Reddit post. It's gotten a lot of traction on Reddit, but I can tell you that there is some merit to it, but honestly, at the end of the day, I feel like this game is essentially AFK Arena with the Street Fighter IP slapped onto it, and with the article, I understand where people are coming from and why people are mad, but at the end of the day, it's a game, it's a beloved IP, and the Crunchyroll really botched it. They really screwed over a lot of people, and I can see why people are angry, but at the end of the day, the simplest way of explaining it is one, you don't have to spend money on the game, but two, the company does have some shady practices happening here, which isn't making the community happy, and let's just jump right into it. So, Crunchyroll is at it again, the Street Fighter Duel debacle. Surprise, and no one posted about this yet. So, first and foremost, it is Crunchyroll after all. They have a history of over monetizing games, changing currencies and events / collabs when migrating their games west. Street Fighter Duel was released with a VIP system and opening new servers daily. All red flags, but hey, it's Street Fighters, and I've been a fan for almost 35 years, so I decided to give it a try. I'm willing to bet a large portion of the players did it for the same reasons. I am also amongst that group of people where Street Fighter was fun. I sucked at fighting games, but I really liked the IP. Ken, Ryu, Maximilian Dude, a lot of popular streamers who I kind of looked up to for playing this game, and that's how I got my start into it. First, on launch day, they had a packaged that stated in plain English you would receive Chun-Li as a unit and you would get her EX move. After many people bought this package, I believe it was only $1, they claimed they made a mistake and removed the EX move from the text, offered no compensation, nor did they deliver the item stated they would receive. Yeah, it's only $1, but the federal laws in the US at least that prohibit these types of actions under the Consumer Act, this issue would fall under deceptive business practices / bait and switch, and no, I will not be filing a class action lawsuit, Lo just saying the information. So, this is funny. I don't know how in China shady business practices work. I assume they could probably get away with this in China, so therefore they think they can get away with it here. Realistically speaking, this is just sad, honestly, to see this. Realistically, if this happens, three things should happen. Either one, the developers should just get it fixed and give them the people what they said. But if that wasn't the case and a typo was made, then yeah, they should compensate the players with, a 10 pull or however, whatever they give. Premium currency, 10 pull, or diamonds in this case. Or third, just refund. Just be like, so sorry, that's not the case. Everyone gets it. Everyone's happy. And if it's only $1, then just give it to everyone as like a reward. Hey, we're so sorry. We're going to give this to everyone. We're going to give refunds back to everyone. Or be like, in lieu of, everyone who bought it, they get a copy. And then everyone who didn't get it, we're going to give you guys an extra copy. So the people who paid get 2 copies. And the people who didn't pay, free to play, get a copy for free. You know what? Fine. Compensation of some sort. Second is that they buffed Bison from Eastern releases and put him and his copies for $99.99. There are 5 to 6 of these packages, so you can purchase him straight up selling a unit and duplicates. It's necessarily the issue here. It's how much they buffed him, and if you're fighting an Bison team without one of your own, then you will get stuck if you aren't overpowered. To note, you can still pull Bison on regular banner at an absurdly low rate and divination for almost double regular 10 pull currency amount. Believe that is still at 2% for a single unit. So, in this case, no one is telling you to spend $100 on a character, but I can understand why, because there are people who are competitive and want to min-max, right? So they feel like they have to get this game, and in this game, just getting the character once isn't enough. You actually need to get multiple copies, and it exponentially takes more copies to awaken your character, and awakening your characters is just ascending it. You have to feed 2 of the same characters into one character, and then they get a stat boost. I mean, the stat boost is by no means marginal. It is a fat 25 to 50% boost in stats, which is absolutely nuts. And you also need to have extra copies to be able to get your characters boosted up. Exactly. And the pull rate is so low, but pull rates in all gachas range from anywhere from abysmal to better. So that's not to be expected. So overall, no one's really asking you to spend money on the game, so this is kind of copium, but I will say it does definitely feel bad to know that, wow, it's not a chance. If I pay to win, I can streamline my game and really skip the line here. So For the cheap price of, you know, $500 to $600, you too can be overpowered or have 7 to 8 triple A games for the same price. Lastly, the issue from today. First collab events happened. Monster Hunter version of Ken in TW/CH. Don't know what this means. Taiwan/China probably. Might be JP forgot. When the event was released, you were guaranteed a copy of the collab unit after 10 pulls on the event gacha. That in on itself would have been tough for free-to-play players, as you have to kill the event boss multiple times to get 10 pulls worth of currency, but it is doable. They changed the guaranteed unit from 10 pulls to 60. 60 pulls is quite literally impossible for free-to-play players. No way to work around it. On top of that, they changed the EX move as part of the 7 pool to pieces 5. I believe you need 60, don't quote me, pieces to craft the EX move, total skill move overall. And it just to note, one copy of a unit does not do much. You can boost them to your lowest main unit level, but you miss out on all the buffs and stats from breaking them regularly. The free copy you get wouldn't have done much to help progression. Very good in PvP, but still single copy doesn't go far. Whether information is true or not, Discord has been ablaze with discontent and dozens upon dozens of people claiming to have refunded, amounts ranging from a couple $100 to someone claiming 12K, most I saw claimed. So the last part is interesting. This essentially follows the same line as Lost Ark, where they have different versions. They have the Korean version, they have the Russian version, and then the game came out over to the West. And usually what happens is when a game has a Eastern release after their main server gets their release, the game should be better. You know, a lot of feedback must have been given. As a result, they can, using foresight, avoid a ton of issues that come with it. But you can tell based off of what the company's doing, they're artificially increasing playtime. So they're basically saying, all right, instead of X amount of time, now with algebra, you have to do 6X amount of time to get the same reward that your Chinese counterpart got, which feels really bad. I played the game, and this game is essentially AFK Arena skinned with Street Fighter. It's a little bit better than that, but you can tell that a lot of people are quite peeved at it. Overall, I do want to say Street Fighter Duel is a decent idle game, honestly, for what it's worth. You know, out of all the idle games there, it's a decent idle game, but you can tell the only reason why they did it is to be able to milk the IP for as much money as possible. Nobody in their right mind in the 21st century would go like, you know what would be a good way to, really have great gameplay? We're going to have an idle AFK game, just similar to AFK Arena, and then we're going to jam a ton of ads on marketing, and then we're going to have that money roll, because that's what AFK Arena does. They just spend a ton of money on marketing, on ads on YouTube, and now they're a big juggernaut with collabs from Witcher to League of Legends, crazy stuff. So Street Fighter Duel probably saw the success of AFK Arena and decided to follow in pursuit using their beloved IP. You can kind of tell the gameplay, honestly, if you spent enough time in the game, I'm sure it would be a decent experience for those of you guys who really like the idle AFK style, but unfortunately, a lot of people are kind of peeved because, well, you can tell just by how the developers talk to the people in the community that they are completely just out of touch. And another thing is, in this post over here, Street Fighter Duel / Devs Crunchyroll has expressed no interest in improving monetization issues. They have also blatantly came out and asked not to compare their version to the Chinese version, superior version, because theirs comes out short in every aspect, and they're not competent enough or care about the players to make improvements. They also came out and confirmed that the special events, like the one currently ongoing, will always be targeted at whales, and that the free-to-play will have a chance to get one copy of a fighter only this one time as a courtesy, since the game just recently launched. All in all, stay away from the game, play the CN version, or wait for a miracle to happen, or some other publisher picks it up. So, only thing that I can say is I do have a quick post that a screenshot earlier by one of the mods, actually, or of the game. Or not mods of the game, but community manager of the game, Dino, in their Discord, and he was saying that since these collaborations are rare, it is fair to assume that the way events are specifically for special collabs, will be monetary events. Monster Hunter Ken was viewed in this same way, but this is a special case since free-to-play players should participate in the very first event. Just super out of touch. It's truly unfortunate that such a beloved IP, such as Street Fighter, got dragged down to AFK Arena. And you can tell if the game wants to just milk its player base for its money, just do an AFK IL game, man. That's all you gotta do. Overall, really sad to see how this game has turned out. Honestly, if if all they had to do, all Street Fighter had to do was not make an idle game, they could have made this into a game similar to Limbus Company, the game that I'm playing right now. Just to let you know, shout out Limbus Company, really good. If they made a game similar to Limbus Company with sort of the same idea, I'm pretty sure it would have it would have done 10 times better. But obviously that's not the route they went. If you guys don't know, just check out Limbus Company. But you'll see. They treat the gameplay turn-based, stamina system, the whole wazoo. Limbus Company. They should have taken notes from it. But guys, let me know in the comment section what you think about this. Overall, I have played the game. It's actually enjoyable for an AFK Arena game. I can't complain about it. It's got its perks, it's got its charms, but overall, it is definitely lacking in areas from community. If you guys ever want to just compare communities with the devs, just do Project Moon with Crunchyroll. Oh my god, night and day. Alright, I am done talking about this issue. Street Fighter Duels, players who play this game, you have my condolences. I'm so sorry for you guys, so that's why, please come over to Limbus Company. Different IP, but very fun game. And the developers don't shaft you, and they gave you a lot of compensation when they do mess up things. You know what we got when they had a typo in the game? They gave us some lunacy, which is a premium currency. They gave us essentially 2.5 worths pull for the gadget, which is, something. And it was like a little minor detail, and it wasn't something I had to spend money on. So, overall, very good on Project Moon. Anyways, yeah, I'm done talking. John Pano signing out. See you guys later. Bye for now.